It is Wednesday morning, November 9th, 2016, and the election is, as far as we know, as of now, is over, and the new president of the United States is Donald J. Trump. He defeated Hillary Clinton. He got more than 270 electoral votes. He won the popular vote as it stands right now, and it proves at least what on the surface appears to be that the American people were very angry. They were so angry with the establishment, so angry with the elite, so angry with the New World Order, with the Illuminati, that they decided to vote for somebody, not a politician, somebody who was different, somebody who wasn't the status quo. They were angry, and as the Twisted Sister song says, basically, we're not going to take it anymore. A little accent there. We're not going to take it anymore. There we go. We're right. We're free. We'll fight. You'll see. So Americans are, at least for the most part, celebrating this changing of the guard. But do they really have a reason to celebrate? Is it what it seems? Is this what we've called a rigged election in the past? Is it really on the up and up? Or the alternative theory that I have in my mind watching this develop, unfold in front of my eyes is, yes, there was a script. And you can see to the right of this script icon, Rothschild, Soros, Rockefeller, small part of the elite. Who knows who's really in control? These could be just basically front men. But my theory is that they saw how people were really rising up and they could have some trouble. This could be actually a real legitimate revolution. So we need to do something. We need to throw in a wild card. We maybe need to have Trump win this so the sheep, so the masses actually think that they're in control, so they can quiet down and we can buy ourselves some time so we can basically really initiate our plan and use Trump instead of Hillary. In other words, what they use in the wrestling business a lot is swerve. So what the elites did was they threw a swerve. This is one of the most shocking victories in presidential election history, if not the most shocking, but maybe part of the plan, an alternate part of the plan, off script. Let's do the swerve and put Trump in. Now, if you're a wrestling fan and you understand what that is, that's great. You're going to understand the analogy I'm going to use. If you're not, just bear with me. We'll go back to Survivor Series. This was a match between Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. And yes, pro wrestling, you might think it's silly, you might shake your head, but politics is just like wrestling. Predetermined, more times than not, they do kind of get along. They might not get along, but they'll do what's right for business, for the plan, for the overall big picture, much like back here with these guys and people beyond them scripting it, creating the swerves. And we'll come back to this. Now, if you haven't seen this match or if you're not familiar, what happened was Bret Hart thought he was going to leave and go to WCW World Championship Wrestling with the WWF. That was the company at the time, not WWE, World Championship. Shawn Michaels was in collusion with Vince McMahon to basically get the belt off of Bret Hart. And he was in Bret Hart's, or had Bret Hart in his finishing hold, Bret Hart's finishing hold, the sharpshooter. You can see the referee, Earl Hebner, up here. And what was supposed to happen, according to what Bret said, was that he would reverse and put him in the hold. There would be a draw, and he would relinquish the title or surrender it or retire it the next night on Monday Night Raw and then go to WCW and leave Canada, his home country, as champion. However, what happened was, you can see Earl Hebner, the referee on the right, rings the bell as Michaels has him in the hold and basically screws Bret. It's called the Montreal screw job. Screws him or swerves him out of the championship. Now, one thing to note was that years and years down the road, there's always been speculation that Bret Hart knew about it and made the most out of it, and that's still up for debate. But once again, I don't doubt it because it goes back to the election and the Clintons and Trumps being friends, everybody being friends in the back and being on the same page with what the big plan is, what the angle is, what the end result, the work of it all, as they say in wrestling, the deception. So what Vince McMahon did was basically created himself as one of the most hated characters on TV and had basically launched WWE or WWF in the time into one of their biggest eras and highest monetary eras ever, most profitable eras, the Attitude Era, and have carried on ever since. So what I'm saying is basically it does resemble that. It's an analogy if you are a wrestling fan, you get. If you're not, hopefully you understand what I mean. That basically the Illuminati, the New World Order, the elites, whatever you want to call it, this is part of the script. You might not think so, and right now everybody feels great. Just like what they did when Obama won in 2008. Yes, we can, which play it backwards. It's so odd what that says, played backwards. Yes, we can. So it says, thank you, Satan. So this here is all basically in line with what their plan is. I think they had an alternate script. They had an alternate plan to go with. So if you think there's change coming, which I pray to God, there's something that's going to happen that's very good. I just don't believe that this would be allowed to happen. Also, going back to the Trump slide here, I do believe that there may be a staged event where somebody goes after Trump. I do believe something will happen. I still don't discount that a third Obama term, or Obama being the last president of the United States, or potentially the president of the world in the future coming up. It's going to be very interesting. I'm going to stay with this. There's many other stories I'm going to cover within this. I just wanted to wait for everything to shake out, so I haven't done videos in a couple days or so, but I am going to go back to that. And this is very interesting. And like I said, just pray that everything does turn out okay. Pray that we are on the right direction, or in the right direction, or heading into the right direction. But I don't know. I think their plan with Trump in office was allowed to happen, and that we're in for, once again, more deception, more lies, and the plan towards world domination of one sort or another. So please subscribe to the channel. Please comment, like the video, share it with your family and friends. As always, God bless you, and see you in the next video.